What's up? My name's Jack. I'm a videographer and a UGC creator, and today I thought I'd quickly go through what it's like to make some UGC content and how you can do it yourself. I found out there's not really a lot of content out there, people actually going through, actually creating UGC content. If you don't know what UGC is, it stands for User Generated Content, and it's basically you making TikToks for brands. It's the best way to put it. It's the more professional way of saying it. Really, anyone can do this. All you need is an iPhone or a phone. You don't need any fancy camera, you don't need anything like that. You just need some knowledge of how TikToks are made, and maybe I've watched the TikToks, but besides that, you're ready to go and ready to start making content. Now, when it comes to me creating content, I like to do some research beforehand on what the brand is and what they stand for. But again, most of my content is really fun and silly, so I like to work my personality into my content. And again, you're the boss if you're making content for brands. This is not content that's getting posted on your page, but it's getting posted on theirs however they please. Since you're the boss, it's up to you if you want to actually create the content that the brand is asking for. Right off the bat, the best way I found to get clients to start working with brands, just reach out over DM and ask them if they're looking for UGC content, and getting their business email and then following up with an email from that, and then just having discussion over email. That's pretty much how I've gotten all my leads. A couple maybe through social media, through my portfolio being in my bio. Once you have a portfolio ready, I would just start reaching out to brands. And if you don't have a portfolio ready, it's as simple as just going around and doing what I'm about to do right now. Make some content so you have some examples, and then you can put it on a free Canva website. It's a one-page free website. I'll link it down below, which is super nice. They started that this year, and then just start reaching out to brands. And then you'll get more and more content over time as you start working with more and more brands. Now today I'm gonna be doing some examples work with Magic Spoon. It's a cereal brand with like really high protein, also really fun box colors and marketing they have here. So I quickly want to go through what it takes to create the UGC content. This is basically you just creating TikToks for another brand. To get a little inspiration of what to create, what I like to do first is go on my phone, go on TikTok and search some relevant stuff like cereal, for in this case, or just other UGC creators and what they've made. For me, I really concentrate on the first 3 seconds of the video, that they're not watching the beginning of the video, you're not getting their attention, they're just gonna swipe away, as you probably know, as you consume social media. And if you don't have their attention right away, I mean, what's the point of the rest of the video almost? A good way of finding out what is a good hook, as they call it, what's a good starting point at the beginning of your video, is honestly just to scroll on TikTok or Instagram and see what people are either putting on the screen or what they're saying to keep your attention. I like to do a negative hook, what it's called, why these 3 styles of interior design are the worst styles of interior design and how you can fix it. And those are great hooks for pretty much almost every content, because you win on both sides with the viewers. A, some viewers are looking at it and being like, do I have that style of house that looks terrible? Or B, they're looking at it is in a way of, oh, how can I improve my style in my home through listening to this TikTok? I'll probably do something like, if you're eating cereal like this, you really need to fix it. Again, today I'm just gonna give you a realistic look of what it's like processing through this creation process. And again, a lot happens to the edit, for voiceovers, and just putting the edit together afterwards. So it kind of can change. At the beginning, I like to get some inspiration. So I'll show you what it looks like here on my phone. Give you a live look of what I'm looking at on my phone here. So if we type in cereal,
soggy or dry cereal.
Into the top of TikTok.
You're running late. You have to go brush your teeth. You're getting ready.
We usually see some people doing some like podcast style work. You also have just talking to the camera here, just with Magic Spoon, even right there.
Magic Spoon has a cookies and cream.
A funny, making fun of how much cereal you get in a box. That could be something you could do with cereal. This is making fun of how soggy they get, which is good. You could also work that into if this cereal doesn't get very soggy. Again, there's lots of different things you can do.
Rating your favorite cereal.
This is talking about like how terrible the cereal is. So you can do a lot of those different hooks there. It kind of gives you a little bit of inspiration of what you could be creating and also what's trending. And again, you could look at this one right here, kids versus now when eating cereal. And that you could look at that hook and be like, okay, you can look how much attention it's bringing, and if it's worth you trying to recreate something off it. You could do something more generic off of top three worst cereals of 2022. That's a great hook to get a lot of people looking at if they have bought that cereal and if they agree with it being the worst. So you could do the same thing for this. top 3 worst cereals of 2023, and then just work in this as the alternate to those bad cereals. Obviously, social media is changing a lot, but there's obviously always trends coming around and going. But right now, the Stranger Things trend of one of the main actors going up and snapping towards the camera, and then something changing on the video is a big trend right now on TikTok, and probably will be for a long time, and it's very recognizable now. So I'm probably gonna do that as one of my videos. I like to give a good variation of videos to the brand, so I'm just gonna create 3 different styles today. That one will be a photo, so I'll just take 2 photos and then have to go find that template either on CapCut or on TikTok, or find a green screen version of it in the editing process and put that template over it. And then my second idea is a voiceover. So I'm gonna get some shots of me pouring, I think, and just eating it and enjoying it from the camera. There'll be no audio, and maybe it's just some raw audio of me pouring and the cereal and crunching and stuff like that. But pretty much all of it will just be voiceover audio, which I'll do later. And then again, the good thing about doing the voiceover later, as long as you have some good shots that you're happy with, you can kind of change up your voiceover as much as you want. And also the brand, if they have issues with it, you can also go back into the edit and change the voiceover. Where if you're talking on camera, you're gonna have to either shoot the whole thing or get into the same outfit or same scenario. That's a little frustrating sometimes. So let's get started with one of the ideas. I think right now I'm gonna do just the voiceover one, as I want the box of cereal perfect before I open them. You don't need much more than it. I'm shooting on a nice camera right now, a 1DX, to film my YouTube video. But for UGC, if you have a nice iPhone, honestly, shoot 1080, shoot 4K, and just start creating. You've seen what's on TikTok. It's utter garbage, and it'll get 1 million likes.
Hi.
Okay.
You don't really need a lot. As long as you have a little creativity and you're following some trends, you'll be just fine, let me tell you. So, I have a Joby here. I've been using this forever, even before I got an iPhone mount. So it's just a screwable iPhone mount at the top here. There's a lot of different variations of what you can get. I'll link this down in the bio if you want it, but basically it has a clip here on the top where you just slide in your phone and then clip it in, and you tighten it at the back here, and then your iPhone's secure. And it doesn't matter what size the iPhone is because you can expand it. This is just really sturdy at the bottom, so I really like that, so I can kind of move it around and obviously attach it to counters and stuff by pushing the leg underneath here. So these are very stiff, which I really like as well. I'm gonna shoot toward my kitchen here. Now I found with iPhones, the back cameras are a lot better. They just have better sensors and they have a lot more resolution. The problem with shooting with your back camera, unless you get another screen here, is that you can't see yourself. So sometimes I shoot flipping it around, and actually, sometimes I reverse the camera towards myself like this.
No! God, please, no!
But most of the time, I'm actually not. I'm actually flipping around using the back camera because you're gonna get better quality. I've made some very trolly low quality content for brands and they absolutely love it and it did well. So
Temperature try to eat breakfast in the morning normally looks like this. Let's change that.
you don't really need a lot. I like to shoot at 60 frames per second so I can slow stuff down later. That's about the minimum of what you can slow it down, because then if you slow it down 50%, it goes at 30 frames per second. And the standard for frame rate is 24, 30, 29. Just keep it in mind if you're trying to slow clips down later, make sure you film at 60 FPS, and you can switch that in your iPhone settings. I also have this little glass bowl. It might be a little too small, but I got this on Amazon so that I can have a clear way to show the cereal and not have just a normal bowl where you can't see inside. And I thought it'd be a little more unique experience to show the cereal. So I'm gonna do my opening hook of, if you're eating cereal like this, you really need to fix it. I thought of a couple different ideas here, is with either having a bunch of old cereal brands here and slapping them away just to make a big ruckus at the beginning of the shot here to get their attention. And then I thought of another idea of maybe just dumping a bunch of cereal all over me in the beginning, so kind of is weird and makes people wonder what the heck I'm doing at the beginning, again to grab their attention. So I might try both and then see which one I stick with in the edit. You can record a bunch of different beginning intro hooks, as I like to call it, and just see which one you like better. Also, if you record it now and the brand doesn't like it, you also could switch it out later with one of the other ones. So that's also another great tip that I've done just to speed up my process. I don't know how much I want to show all the other cereal brands into it, so that's also an issue. I don't really have any other cereal. And this other cereal actually is trash, so okay, that's great. Which tastes like paper. So Not like I'm not telling the truth that they definitely can get better. So I wrote down my thoughts of what I'm gonna do opening hook, but again, you can do a lot of different things. I think it's gonna be, if you're eating cereal like this, you really need to fix it. I don't want to slap it out of the shot. Obviously I'm filming this way, and I'll show you the edit here at the end. And then I'm gonna come in and reveal the other cereal. And I always usually wear baby glasses, and I have some right here. What it's allowing me to do is honestly nothing. It's just gonna be stupid, so it could be fun. Why not have fun with it? I also like to fill up my entire frame of what I'm shooting here, and I can show you what I'm talking about. As I like to make sure I'm getting close and talking directly to the iPhone, to the camera. Don't be looking away from it, unless obviously that's part of the bit. But if you're trying to look at right them in the eye and talk about you need to do something, it's best to look them right in the eye. I think I'm gonna throw a bunch of text up on the screen during the editing process, in that TikTok style of white and black text, to give some nutritional facts besides what I'm talking about here. All right, so they only can see this. If you're eating cereal like this, you really need to fix it. Well, that went all over my floor. Yuck. Okay, I might try it now reverse, where I slap first and then talk. How would you get their attention right away by just slapping the piss out of it, out of frame here, and then I'm gonna say my line. If you're eating cereal like this, you really need to fix that. All right, well, I slapped the little bejesus out of that cereal, and it's all over again. All right, I think that was good. I'm gonna put my glasses on. I'm instantly just gonna bring it on, and then it shows the cereal here. My shot is not showing the counter and the bottom of the cereal box here, so I'm gonna try to fix that. So each product obviously has different things that they're trying to market, pluses, negatives. This one from Magic Spoon has a lot of protein in it, so it's great if you're into fitness or just want a lot more protein. So I might touch on that. And also pretty much has every single flippin' nutrient, as you can see. Naturally flavored, gluten-free, la-di-da-di-da, high protein. Good stuff, basically. Good stuff. Thank you, focus back at me. Okay, so, man, talking to two cameras like this really takes double the amount of time, let me tell you, okay? All right, and then I'm gonna pop it down and say you need to try Magic Spoon. Then you need to try Magic Spoon. You need to try Magic Spoon. I took a couple takes there because I was showing the box. I kind of messed up where if you're viewing a TikTok, you have all of this like buttons, comments, everything down here, and it just gets in the way of the viewer actually seeing what the heck you're talking about. You've probably seen it before. So see how this person wrote text up here in the middle, not at the top. This may even be a little bit high. Even different iPhones are different sizes, or different phones are different sizes. So if it's a smaller phone, it's gonna get cut off. So you can see here, for this one as well, the text is not in basically the no-go space here. As you can't see, you'd be covered by the likes button, and you also want high enough not to get covered by the location or by the music and the trending stuff at the bottom or the caption. So it's something to think about when you're framing your stuff. If you're filming, you can frame and put objects on this side of the screen. That's huge, as you make sure you know that they can see it when you're filming and you're not getting stuff caught out. So something is to keep in mind when you're filming these videos, just to get stuff a lot more in frame and the viewer is easier to see it. So now I'm gonna go through some nutritional facts of having low protein, low sugar. I'll do a couple takes. Well, let's see where it goes. With a ton of protein and 0 grams, double checking what I'm saying. With a ton of protein and 0 grams of sugar, while also tasting amazing, you can't really beat it. So I'm probably gonna make it into a joke, being like, look at all these benefits, and I'll put up on the screen. I'm not gonna say gluten-free, soy-free, grain-free, keto-friendly. It's just gonna take too long. Explain that basically, but in a fun way, in the sense of, I'm gonna be like, look at all these benefits, I think, and then pour it into the bowl while crunching down, pop up on the screen, all these benefits here in text. So I don't have to say them all. And also the viewer wants to know it, but then they want to see you sit here, point to it the whole time, as it's a little boring. So I'm gonna get a shot and be opening this. Oh my gosh, smells so good. I ordered them. We're gonna fill a shot with pouring it in. That's where I'm gonna say that line. I mean, look at these nutritional facts. I need milk. I poured that cereal all over my counter. The health benefits are endless. And what's better than a healthy tasting cereal? That boom. I know you're trying to late night snack with this. Don't lie to me. Guys, I'm not lying. Delicious. And there's just so many more flavors. You gotta go check it out. Alright, kind of wanted a whim there and just took it. So hopefully enough time there to cut from me pouring to pouring the milk. I did it really up close to camera, so it should be right up in their business, right up in their face. Let me double check here. Obviously, you want to make sure you got everything good. Is there milk? Is there cereal all over my counter? And ground? Yeah, sure. But can we just make a TikTok in about 5 minutes? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I like it. I think if I cut it down, it's gonna be perfect. I pour in the cereal initially, talk about there's so many different benefits. I put it on the screen. I can hold that text there longer for as long as I want, which is a good thing. So they have time to read it while the rest is happening. It's also good just to have text on your screen because it also distracts the viewer in its way that they have to go read what you're putting on the screen while also giving them something else that you're saying. So it's a lot of overstimulation, and people love overstimulation now. They like, 6 seconds of pure overstimulation. So if you have that going for you, then there's nothing better. So, but honestly, this took me way longer than I thought. So let's just do one more video. Let's do the photos. So the photo one will be super easy compared to this one in the sense of I probably want to cereal over my floor. I want to do a shot of me being hungry. So basically all for this is just gonna be pure text with the song. So I'm gonna do just a photo of me a little bit hungry and starved because I don't have food or I don't have something reliable to eat in the morning. And then the next shot is gonna be a photo of me just absolutely happy with my sunglasses on, gobbling some Magic Spoon of cereal. Probably I'm gonna do this color as it looks really pretty on camera. It's more fruity, it's the fruity flavor. I probably could have done that for the cocoa flavor as well. It might have been a good idea. But people love chocolate, so whatever. So we're taking 2 photos. Also the trend kind of has black bars on the top. So I'm gonna take photos with it in square mode, not a full 16:9 like an Instagram story, because I want to have the black bars. Because I want it to look like garbage, because I love the internet. All right, those are some terrible photos. Look at that. Look at that trash. Now I'm gonna get a photo of me thrilled with mine. Fruity Magic and cereal. Some brands have an idea of what they're looking for. Some just let you go crazy, honestly, and let you come up with some ideas yourself, especially if you have a style already set and a portfolio that's there so they can see a lot of different variation of styles. That really helps. So again, if you don't have anything up on your portfolio and you're like, I don't have anything and no one's responding to me, go take your cereal, go take the orange juice in your fridge, go take the random camera gear or other random things you have in your house and make a little review about it and basically make a TikTok about it, or see what's trending and see if you have the product and do something about that as well, because having something at all is better than having nothing. So it'll be a huge help and it'll help you practice. So that's great. Got our timer set to 3 seconds. Setting up a framing on my kitchen and my fridge here between it. And just pushing it back because I want more counter space here for the bowl. I might just get me pouring it into the bowl if that's possible. Let's see. Mid-shot. But I might need milk in my bowl as well. I gotta see here. All right, that was mid-pour. Looks like garbage. I already have the branding in there. So I want to use the front of the box where I want the Magic Spoon logo in there. So I'm trying to figure out my hand placement here compared to the photo so I don't cover this. And also fit my face. So I think like this would work. Well, that's the photo. I look stupid. Well, that's great. I might just do a derpy smile. I might do a really trolly one at 0.5. By 0.5, I mean 0.5 lens in your iPhone. I won't be able to see what I'm taking a photo of though, but you will. Cool. I don't know where I missed that.
The White House. No, I didn't.
That looks stupid. Oh, that's pretty gas. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Something real stupid like that. Okay. My concept is there. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. That might be the shot. Okay. I mean, look at that. That's a stupid-ass photo. But it'll be funny. So, cereal all over my house. Cereal all over the floor. I hope this helped you guys get a good understanding of what it's like to make UGC content. I'm going to edit this all up, and I will put the final product at the end here. Again, a lot can happen in the editing process when it comes to changing what text is on the screen. You can change that if the brand doesn't like that too, or you can give it to them in a clean template and they can add text onto the screen. So a lot of different variations. Again, this is basically like you're making TikToks, but instead of making them for your page, if you've done that already, you're just making it for their pages. They can have a diverse clientele on their page and to run ads. Have fun with it. Reach out to some brands. Let me know if you have any questions below, how to get brands to work with you, or just any other questions about UGC. I can try and make a video about it or answer below. But I hope you enjoy this one and see you in the next one.